is a picture of Baphomet, a depiction of the devil himself. Michael Jackson makes the same sign. This man is sold to the devil. He wanted to become like a god to the people. Yes, they were trying to replace God. All these signs, they were flashing before the people. They want to mention these people. Yes, even the Beatles themselves. They were inspired by the teachings of Aleister Crowley, a man who wrote the Antichrist book called the Book of the Law. And one of the main so-called scriptures there was, "Be as thou wilt." Lennon, he loved to push that around, "Be as thou wilt," which means do whatever you want to do. Michael Jackson and the Beatles were influenced by Aleister Crowley, a rebellion against God. They were taught to become God in 3 stages, which is nonsense. How can you become God in any stage? Either you're God's son or you're not. And the things that they eat to achieve this, I can't even mention them. It is too sickening. Maybe there are children listening in, which is all Satanism. The occult, illuminati, rubbish. In the 60s, it was very, very pivotal for God and His gospel and His order. In the 60s, along came the Beatles. Watch how the devil likes to copy God, whatever God is doing. In the New Testament church, the highest calling was Paul the Apostle. In the New Testament church, the highest calling of a prophet was John the Baptist. Watch a Paul in the Beatles and a John in the Beatles, like a Paul in the Bible and a John in the Bible. John the Baptist was beheaded. John Lennon was assassinated. And so if the devil trying to portray God, he can't help it, because at one time he was a part of God. And yes, the devil is a part of God. He is a part of God. Whatever God does, the devil tries to do likewise. That's the devil. Now, Satan tried to replace God through the Beatles and through Michael Jackson. Can I prove this? Why then did John Lennon, who was portraying John the Baptist, say these words, "Now we are much bigger than Jesus Christ"? Of course, the public rebelled, they burned the albums and so on and so on. These people on a mission, they're trying to replace God. Alongside, Michael Jackson, he was there already also in the 60s. This is beautiful. Because in the 60s, emerged the Beatles and the Jackson 5. Michael Jackson, who seemed very innocent, he came into prominence in the 80s. In the song Billie Jean, the lyrics go, she says, "I'm the one gonna dance on the floor in the round." The round is that circle which I showed you. How they go in that circle and they're initiated. They call on dead people to give them powers. They call on demons to give them powers. Like that song from Adele. Is it Adele? "Hello from the other side, I must have called 1,000 times." The other side is the place or the realm of dead people. And they call that side to get power, fame, and fortune. It is all witchcraft. It's the occult. It's the illuminati. So the Beatles and Michael Jackson, they tried to replace God. And if you watch at Wembley concert, how Michael Jackson is singing, and these teenage girls are literally crying. Michael Jackson tried to be God. The Beatles tried to be God. And there's the sad part. They almost succeeded. Yes, they almost succeeded. The impact of the Beatles, the impact of Michael Jackson, which means the devil, he spent his time on these 2 musical entities. Now, the Bride of Christ is supposed to have more impact than these 2, non-events. They're non-events. Because now, when they crumble, we can see they're falling. But the things of God are forever. How they tried to replace God. Oprah Winfrey, she ran a school which teaches people how to become a God in 3 stages. These are musicians, actors, business people, sports persons. They go there as clients. And the things they drink, I can't even mention what they drink. It's too disgusting. It's all witchcraft, illuminati, Satanism. And when Michael Jackson sang that song, Billie Jean, he became a big name, alongside, of course, the songs Beat It, Thriller. He became a big name because the song was portraying his own initiation into the occult. They tried to replace God. But no man can replace God, because in the end is judgment. Look at how Michael Jackson died. Look at how John Lennon died. You can't replace God. But the sad part is this: people are fooled. People are brainwashed. Today, even today, if you say Michael Jackson did, commit that folly against those children, no one will believe you, because they were brainwashed. They tried to replace God. But I'm here to say, no one can replace God. This is all witchcraft. It's witchcraft. No one can replace God. And it tells a sad story of the church or the bride of Christ. Because when you have these people who are satanic and they catch the masses in a web, it means they're challenging God's order. They're challenging the gospel. It tells a story. Now I'm saying, if you are brainwashed by the Beatles, the Michael Jackson, here's your chance to be free. Those people are the firstborn of the devil. They work through and by the devil. If you want to be free, here's your chance to be free. In Jesus Christ's name. They are not invented, those people. Of course, they were talented. Satan had all the gifts, music, you name it, healing, prophecy, you name it. No wonder the talent. But what is the devil? Is the devil. They tried to replace God, but they've not succeeded. And the frightening part is this: even in the demise of the Beatles, the demise of Michael Jackson, they are still held in the highest esteem of the people on the ground. Imagine that. Wow. Anyway, like I'm saying, if you want to be set free today, is your day to be set free in the name of Jesus Christ. No man can replace God. And you can't become a God through teachings, through drinking blood. Yes, I'll just say this. They say you must drink menstrual blood. Yes, you must drink menstrual blood. And better still, the blood of human beings. So these people, they went through those rituals. They have the Beatles, yes, Michael Jackson, so and so. And they drink something else, which I won't even mention. It's disgusting. They are devils, they're demons. Anyway, to support the gospel, you can go to http://churchofnations.xobor.com. Let us set the captives free. People today will still think Michael Jackson is a god. People today will still think the Beatles are gods. That is nonsense. In Jesus Christ's name, God bless you.